Drives inside, can't find the space. Sako, brilliant defense. Neal Sako, what a game, and he's won it for Asvel Villeurbanne.
With this block from Neal Sako, Asvel secured their first win of the season and proved that they're not the EuroLeague's punching bag anymore. They played with a chip on their shoulder as they opened up the game with 7 3-pointers in the first quarter, letting everybody know that their only goal was to get the win.
And the drive from Asvel. Here is Decolo. Oh, Decolo, leading scorer for Asvel. Now with 10, make that 7 from 7.
Virtus tried to make it a close game in the second period, but Asvel's offense was working to absolute perfection as they managed to keep their distance going into halftime up by 8 points.
Lovely pass, and Sako's there, and he makes a meal of it for show.
However, everything changed in the third period. Suddenly, Asvel's shots stopped falling, and Virtus managed to use that slump to come back into the game, tying it up at 68 apiece.
Just massive, and the outburst of emotion from the big man. Shingelia does well to get that back under control. Offloads, Payola from distance, nails a 3, and it's parity.
And with the fourth quarter starting, despite having a 3-point lead, Asvel was in trouble as all of the momentum was on Virtus' side. However, after going back and forth for 8 minutes, Asvel picked up the intensity on defense and held Virtus scoreless in the last minute and a half. The cherry on top was this clutch block from Neal Sako, who secured Asvel's first win of the season.
It's inside, can't find the space. Sako, brilliant defense. Neal Sako, what a game, and he's won it for Asvel Villeurbanne.
Asvel's hot first quarter shooting made the ultimate difference in the game, as did Fener's shooting in the Bosfor Derby against Anadolu Efes. Bonzi Colson set the tone at the start of the game, scoring 14 points in the first quarter and giving Fenerbahce the lead early on.
Ouch. Colson right over the bench and says, fellas, that's why coach puts me in the ball game.
While Efes was breathing in Fener's neck, the yellow and blue were simply playing better and jumped to a 36-23 lead in the second quarter. They slowed down a bit by halftime but still managed to get away with a comfortable lead after these 2 bombs from Nigel Hayes-Davis.
It's half within 10 or even less.
Hayes-Davis finally strings a 3. He stepped into one. That is as sweet as you'd like.
3-point baskets. They are gonna destroy you.
They managed to get to a 15-point lead. However, the highlight of the quarter was this altercation between Elijah Bryant and Tarek Biberovic.
Uh-oh, there's an after here. Now this is gonna get unsavory. And the referees go straight in.
Well, there's 2 players that are gonna be ejected. So
tension started to rise with both players getting ejected from the game. Encouraged by the home crowd, Efes started to push again and made it a 6-point game with this 3-pointer from Stanley Johnson.
the only place they've been making buckets.
Bobois finds Johnson, and Johnson finds the bottom.
And that's when Wade Baldwin decided that enough was enough as he carried Fenerbahce to another comfortable lead heading into crunch time. So going into the last 2 minutes, the game was tied once again, but with the momentum now shifting on Fenerbahce's side, Artur Zagars got to say the final words.
Dispossessed momentarily. Hayes-Davis kicks. Zagars. Oh, he's been terrific. He's been terrific off the bench for Fenerbahce.
Fenerbahce saved the best for last, just like Real Madrid did in the game against Partizan. Despite being a close game for 30 minutes, Real's experience made the ultimate difference heading into the last period of the game. Facundo Campazzo had a passing clinic in this one as he got 11 assists and had everyone involved in the offense. And this pass was simply a work of art.
They can. Campazzo sees it, gets out the deck, what a dish, and one. Campazzo, how do you find the seam? What a connection. Look at the little man between 2 big guys.
The game was ultimately decided with these 2 3-pointers from Xavier Maitan-Reyes that sparked Real's 13-2 run in the fourth quarter.
Lead, yeah, Mays wants it one more time. This time it gets, Ralston Mays over the top of Brandon Davis.
Even though they had their fair share of struggles throughout the game, Real Madrid once again proved their champions' DNA when it mattered the most. And reigning champions Panathinaikos proved the same thing as well, but they did so early on as they didn't waste any time to get a double-digit lead in their home opener against Bayern. Pau jumped to a 10-0 lead in the first 3 minutes of play with this three-pointer from JD Osman that had the crowd going crazy.
Osman had to pick it up off the new alley floor and then he knocked it down.
The Greens had to bring their A-game in the renovated Oaka Arena, and they did just that.
And the runway opens up for the Turk to take flight.
Despite Bayern trying to pressure them, they were not a real threat to Panathinaikos at any point of the match.
And a turnover as none tried to find Yurtseven and Obst. Grigonis got there on the chase-back rejection. Marius Grigonis showing his hustle.
It was once again a team effort from Pau in the win, as just like in round 1, they had 11 players playing double-digit minutes, with Matthias Lasorte and Kendrick Nunn leading the way again with 22 and 17 points respectively. The arena was rocking celebrating this win, pretty much as loud as Red Star fans were yesterday, and you gotta check out that chaos right here in this video. Subscribe for recaps every single game day and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.